Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from theshrinkingpastor.com.
I just surprised him. Hey, but together, the three of us...
It always happens that way.
We are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good to see you this fine day. Boy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good morning to you.
Thank you.
What are you...
I have my Briar cigar.
Oh, you're not smoking that today.
No, I just capped it.
Okay.
It was left uncapped to dry out.
If you missed that episode, you should go back and watch it because we both got to smoke Briar cigars. So, anyway, first off, I want to just say to you, if you haven't heard otherwise, Happy International Corncob Pipe Month.
Thanks.
And to you, boy,
Thanks,
Happy International Corncob Pipe Month. It is. It goes back several years ago where we declared November to be international. Well, originally it was National Corncob Pipe Month, and then immediately I realized that, I've got people that view my videos that aren't here, and they said, hey, is this international? Like, why the heck not? You make it so. Yeah. So there we are.
It's like I've never been to an IHOP in Mexico, but I'm assuming they're there because it is an international house of pancakes.
I'm guessing.
Otherwise, it's just a national house of pancakes, or just a house of pancakes.
Wonder when they made that declaration. Somebody Google that for us and let us know in
They
had
to have started as a house of pancakes or national. Probably just the first one was House of Pancakes,
right?
And then two of them it's Houses of Pancakes, and then
do you think,
they moved to a different state.
Do you think
national?
Do you think the location became international, or do you think that they started selling like Belgian waffles or something? Suddenly it's international. It's the pancakes, not
so it's a house of international pancakes. Is it
even a house? Does anyone live there?
Maybe. Would it make you feel better or worse about eating there if you knew that someone did?
I think we should move on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling bad already.
Are you?
Reminder, we have a bird here in the shop with us visiting, and I'm assuming it's at least a secondhand smoker. So we're going to break into BRG Mixture by Sutliff. It says, when you need a friend.
I could use a friend.
I need a friend.
Yeah.
That's also a song from the Cowsills. No, not the Cowsills. Yeah, the Cowsills had the song, I Need a Friend.
When you don't need a friend, leave it alone. But what does this have in it? Does it have all sorts of stuff you won't like?
It doesn't say, no. Oh. It doesn't say what it is. We should Google that. It just looks like a bunch of Virginia. Just give it a whiff. We'll know when we light it up, but that, to me, just looks like a bunch of Virginia leaves.
I'm just going to Google, when I need a friend, and see if it comes up.
It's BRG Mixture. We'll go ahead and Google that, and let's see if the Cowsills come up before the Sutliff tobacco.
Pleasing blend of burley and Virginia. Is as comforting as a good time spent with your best friend.
Oh, that's nice. I'm smoking this in Straight Country Gentleman. And I have an amber Danish bit in that, which neither of those two things, the Danish or the amber, is common or stock on that pipe, but I just like the way it looks.
When I spend time with my best friend, rarely is it comforting. It's usually kind of scary. You guys saw my best friend Josh. Yeah, he may or may not have thrown some of those throwing stars while I was adjacent to or behind the table. May or may not have nearly hit me in the face with a throwing star. That wasn't terribly comforting, but some people find comfort in their friendships.
When you search, did you search when I need a friend, or what did you search?
I searched for the name of the tobacco. It's right there.
I'm going to go with when I need a friend.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. No, when you need a friend.
What about when I need a friend?
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm smoking in a Rusticob that I always want to call a Rusticob, but it's not.
Mariah Carey, Anytime You Need a Friend.
No.
Way high on the list.
That's not what I want to be listening to right now.
When you need a friend. I'm thinking that I Need a Friend is going to give me the Cowsills. We'll see.
This is riveting.
Yeah.
Riveting YouTube. I apologize. So, while he's doing this nonsense, let me explain something to you guys. You may have noticed I am a bit less fluffy and fuzzy
I did notice
this morning than usual. And that is because I'm partaking in a international, I'm pretty confident, international event called Movember. I did this last year. We're getting close to a year mark for Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. We started posting videos near the very end of the month. And so the very first time some of you saw me, I had to explain to you why I looked like a pedophile with a big old mustache.
And didn't we record those earlier in the month?
We might have.
And then they began...
I don't know.
We should check that. I mean, if we're going up on an anniversary, there ought to be a cake or something.
There will be a cake. Celebrate our cake day. So last year I explained it. This year, let me explain it to you again. Every year, during the month of November, many of you gentlemen participate in and are fully aware of No Shave November. That one's a whole lot more fun because you get to be lazy and you get to look manly. However, Movember is an awareness campaign. Some guys started studying the statistics on men's health and how many men end up with cancer and end up with untreatable cancer because they waited too long to get it checked out. How many men kill themselves through being stubborn. And so, as the poster child for being stubborn...
Bruce Willis in the end of Armageddon.
Right, that's right. He's a statistic now. And so, the whole idea is that as men, we need to kind of man up.
Denzel
sometimes.
Washington as Creasy.
No, you lost me.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Was it?
I didn't tell you what happened to him. You should see that movie.
Okay. I'm assuming something happens and he dies.
I'm not saying. You should see it in November, though.
Denzel Washington and Snakes on a Plane. And so the whole idea is during the month of November, a whole lot of men around the globe are growing out mustaches. Why? Well, because mustaches look ridiculous, especially during the growing stage. And so you start with a clean slate, and then you shave down to just the mustache every day, or every couple of days in my case, because I am lazy. And so, I didn't see the need to shave this morning, but tomorrow I will shave, and I will have nothing but peach fuzzies right here in the shape of a mustache.
Now, unlike me, Boy can grow a pretty decent beard relatively fast. He gets that from my father-in-law, who could grow a beard by about lunchtime every day. So I think we're going to be recording 2 weeks episodes today, so you won't see an immediate difference in this. But we'll get back together before the end of the month and let you see what happens.
Yeah, it ends up ruining all of the Thanksgiving Day photos. It's unfortunate, but as you're growing in, it gives you the opportunity to. Someone says, "Why are you doing that?" You can say, "Well, let me tell you. As a man, it's important not to be stubborn, not to be fearful of the doctor, not to not go when there's something wrong. And I do it. Thankfully, my wife is strong-willed enough to remind me, hey, you need to get this checked out. And so it's kind of silly that we let ourselves cause harm by not getting ourselves checked out for things when we need to.
Do you know the story of Jimmy Wheeler?
Mm-mm.
He was a friend of your mom's family, young man who died, I want to say, around the age of 20-ish. He was a college student.
Yeah.
Was also a singer and songwriter, so we had a vinyl record of his many years ago. But same sort of deal, he started passing blood when he was going to the bathroom, and was embarrassed and didn't want to mention it to anybody. And when it finally got to the point where it was causing him noticeable pain, it was colon cancer, rectal cancer, something like that, and it devoured him at a very young age because he was stubborn and embarrassed. And guys, it's just your body, Deal with it. If you got a problem, go get it looked at.
Yeah, the statistic is something like 1 in 5 male fatalities are due to preventable things, and so 1 out of 5 guys that die, they could have prevented it. So
many of those involve wood chippers,
or ninja stars, and really good friends. So one of the things that goes on with Movember, people can donate. They can give to the cause. You can donate on my page, on anyone's page, give money to whatever, or just mostly just get yourself checked out if there's something going on, and encourage friends to do the same. You can follow my Movember page if you want to see more frequent process of the pedo mustache by going to the link. I'll put it in the bottom, and so there's an app where you get to take a picture of yourself frequently to see the update. So I'm going to do that right here. Right now, I'm not taking a picture of the lamp.
All right, so while he's doing that, and I do encourage you to follow along. I will not be joining him because I'm just not.
Thankfully, I work in an industry, I work in public schools where it's okay.
Where pedophilia is not frowned upon.
It's right. No, but it's I don't have clients. I don't have business meetings and things that I need to worry about. I may or may not have an interview soon, but hopefully they'll be kind enough to give me an opportunity to explain why I look ridiculous. So,
our part of the rules of this is you don't just grow a beard and then shave it down to a mustache. You're supposed to continue to shave.
Right.
The rest of
your
face.
you start November 1st. You shave clean, and so I had a lot of facial hair here that could have given me a great start. You shave clean. And then as it goes, you shave down to a mustache every day or every other day.
Wow.
So that all that's growing, you're growing a mustache. Yeah.
That is so... Talk about avoidable. What a shame. All right, so in addition to that, something else that's important I want us to get out on the table right now, we're looking ahead to December. And as we did last year, our plan is to do the countdown to Christmas that we know as Tobacco Advent. And the way this works is, and this always sounds so self-serving, we would like for you to send us about an ounce of one of your favorite tobaccos. And again, we're not doing this because we want free tobacco. We actually get some free tobacco. If you hadn't figured this out, Sutliff sends us tobacco from time to time, and we do appreciate that. Thank you, Sutliff. But we want to share the tobacco that you like. But what we want to, now that it's our second year, we want to make sure we don't have repeats. And so Boy's plan is to get the list of the things that we had last year, and you're going to post those where?
MMBClub.org, which, as of filming, takes you to the web store where you can buy posters, but it'll be fixed up, and it'll have a list of the things that we have smoked.
So, link in the bucket at the very least, and MMBclub.org. And we didn't get .ninja yet. Don't you all be getting .ninja?
I actually was just sent an email this week saying that .club now exists. And the email was from companies saying, hey,
MMB.
you should try to buy up MMB. Yeah.
Did you check? Is it available?
I'm sure that it is. I haven't looked.
Can you get that through GoDaddy and any of the other register?
I don't know. I'll look.
All right, let's make that happen.
Okay. Maybe .ninja.
Anyway, send your tobacco. We'll put, again, some details in the bucket. And then beginning December 1st, we'll be posting a daily video. Typically, those ran, about 6 minutes each day. We'll try your tobacco. We'll talk a little bit about that.
And on those days, we don't forget to tell you what we thought of the tobacco, like happens far too often. Are we going to have ornaments this year?
We absolutely will have ornaments. And so last year, that was a surprise. We will send you, whoever sends us an ounce of their tobacco. And again, what we consider, we don't measure it out or weigh it out. Just enough for us to
have a taste.
Which one was it? We were doing it in, there it is, the Morgan nose warmer, which is the 320 of corncob pipes. That's the ornament that you will receive in exchange, and we'll ship those to you later in the
one of a kind, unique, 2014, signed, autographed, scribbled on. Not that matters.
We actually, last year, we stuck a label on the bottom that was commemorative for the year, so you could add a second ornament to your collection. But again, double check the list before you send your tobacco. Should we?
It's not the end of the world
if we ask them to tell us what they're sending, so we can keep the list again.
If it's something unique. So one of the things that we did last year, if you didn't see those, is we would read off a description of what it was. Some of the things that were sent in were things that either your local shop, blends, or in a couple of cases where someone that your buddy, your cousin, someone.
Those were great.
Yeah, we love those.
But you have to provide us with the description then,
because we know nothing about it otherwise. A description and a name, and then if it's a house blend or if it's something like that other people can get.
I'm freewheeling here.
All right,
as much as we like those, do we want those? I don't think we should. I think we should ask these guys to limit them to commercially available. Okay. Because if we're trying it and it sounds like something they would like to try, they should be able to get it. Sure. So, not something your brother-in-law made, though we enjoyed those. Make sure it's something that's available commercially.
All right, fair enough.
All right, and then, again, if it is a house blend, give us the information of where you got it. See, we're flexible here. We make crap up as we go along. Oh, yeah.
A little flexible.
You should work on that, too.
A little bit.
I brought along something to share.
Okay.
A few months back, well, actually, a couple years back, I was talking with you guys over at the Aristocob channel about needing a smoking jacket and looking for gum or something that would help to mask the breath I was getting from smoking. And there was a number of great ideas. One of the best ideas was to try something called, that was an excellent idea.
If you missed this, the episode where we tried this, thank you, Mr. Mike Miller, for this suggestion. Take a couple of these Tostitos, really any corn chip that we found, chew it up, let it kind of turn into a paste, and just
your whole mouth with
rub it around, and it will just wipe clean.
Fantastic.
All of the tastes.
But I was looking for a solution in the area of maybe a mouthwash, and at that time it was suggested, or I discovered, Smart Mouth, and that's a 2-part mouthwash that I liked. However, what I didn't like about it was
smacks you in the face. Boy, you got a smart mouth.
It's very expensive, and I went through it very quickly. There's 2 bottles that have little pumpers on them. You give a couple squirts into a cup from each of those, and then before you know it, they're gone.
Yeah.
So I decided, instead of reordering those, that I would try to find, is there a recipe for it? Is there an alternative to it?
I told you I got some, it's the CVS brand, right?
I don't know. Did you tell me that?
I told you that. I got some because with sleep apnea and as a mouth breather, I was getting just nasty, nasty morning breath. So
what I found is a product called Therabreath. I picked this up on Amazon. I'm sure it's available at retail as well, but being a Prime member, I got the stuff shipped to me. I bought 2 bottles of it because it was cheaper if you bought 2.
Look at this finely mustachioed gentleman on the back. Dr. Katz, he must be participating in Movember as well, and he is winning.
Comes a little plastic cap that you dispense. Check this out. You dispense.
I like the colors on
this much of it. A little teeny weeny little bit of this. And I'll tell you this. The first thing that you'll discover is it doesn't have much of a taste. And in fact, I was thinking, they've just sold me hydrogen peroxide. It's got just a little bit of bubbly, not much, and it was mostly watery. Well, the idea is that you slosh this stuff around in your face hole for a minute or two, and it's usually around then you start to realize, something's happening. Something's happening. It's working. It's doing something. And Jandy then noticed that my breath later was fresher, and that's really the goal. Yeah. According to Mr. Katz,
Mr. Dr. Katz.
Mr. Dr. Katz.
Meow.
He found that most of the mouthwashes that are of alcohol base dry out your mouth, and it is those dry bacterias then that really kick in the bad breath.
Sense.
One of the ways that they say you can test it is lick the back of your hand and then let it dry. Let that saliva dry, and then smell it. That's what your breath smells like to people. And especially what your breath smells like after you've been consuming or rinsing your mouth with alcohol.
The sniff check, it doesn't ever work.
It doesn't work.
Ever.
Yeah. So I like this stuff, but what I was a little disappointed was it didn't give me that tingle, that burn, that something else that I thought maybe I needed.
Castor oil.
So I started researching this a little bit more and discovered that there is a second part available, and that is a toothpaste. And the toothpaste, it's recommended that you begin with the toothpaste on your toothbrush, brushing your tongue a couple times. You want to go full Monty. You brush around inside your mouth, get your cheeks, get your teeth as well.
I mean, you're brushing naked, right?
Right. And so, let me show you this stuff.
Look at real quick. Look at this
Little tag.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's got this rubber band tag here, and it says, "Like our mouthwash, give us 5 stars on Amazon." And then on the back it says, after you're done being amazed by how well this stuff works, may we ask you a favor? 100 of 100 people would find your review helpful. 5 stars if you love Therabreath products. Please give us 5 stars. People find reviews on Amazon to be one of the most compelling reasons to buy a product. If Therabreath Oral Rinse works for you, we hope to tell others by giving us a 5-star review on Amazon. Writing a review is easy. Just search the Therabreath Oral Rinse on Amazon and click the customer reviews link. And it even tells you how to do it. And thank you for your purchase.
So they have a number of products now. They have... I would call them breath mints. They call them lozenges that you can buy.
What is the difference between a mint and a lozenge?
I don't know. Google it. But check out the toothpaste here. I'm going to squeeze some of this on here so you can see it. Now watch this. See that? It's a clear gel. I don't know if you can see that.
That freaks me out. You can.
Ooh. So, you brush your tongue. You brush the inside of your mouth, brush your teeth, and then you don't rinse.
Drop.
No, it's not going to drop. You don't rinse it. You then use the mouthwash. And that's an altogether different party in your mouth than what I was getting from just using the mouthwash.
That get you more mint?
Yeah, and so what I'm now doing is I brush my teeth, get the mouthwash as the shower's warming up, step into the shower, and that way I can hold it in my mouth for a minute or two and still be productive, start my shower, and then rinse.
So, what is the...
Brush my teeth now.
What is the... Do it.
No, I don't want to. I'll do it later.
How effective is this at getting all the other stuff that toothbrush and brushing your teeth does? The plaque and fluoride and...
it's got it.
All that jazz. That's interesting.
It's got all that jazz.
I'll try some of that. Like I said, I did get the stuff, the Smart Mouth knockoff from CVS, and it was... significantly cheaper. It was like a third cheaper, about 2/3 the price. That's cool. That's really clever marketing for them.
Anyway, been using it now for a couple weeks and have been very pleased with it. And, gosh, as much as I love to complain about things, I love to find things I can complain about. I like it. So
I can't believe I am still using this stupid flashlight lighter. It's the only one I have.
That makes me lol.
Every time I... no, it should make you OMG.
Sorry, I was lolling.
No. What do you think of the tobacco? Let's talk about this, because we always forget.
I don't dislike it. It is a pipe tobacco. It's nondescript. It tastes like a mixture of mostly Virginia, but enough burley that it doesn't taste like a cigarette. Doesn't just smell like a cigarette. It's all right. There's nothing to not like about that. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean,
it tastes like smoking.
It does. It's kind of plain Jane, which is fine.
Vanilla's not bad sometimes.
No, it's not. It's not. It kind of reminds me of a couple of the other, not necessarily in flavor profile, but smoking like Sir Walter Raleigh or smoking some of the classic standbys.
Yeah.
Just
Better watch what you say about Sir Walter Raleigh.
Well, it's just smoking.
Now, what I'd be curious to know, I wonder, I didn't check.
It's not one that I'm going to crave.
I wonder if no. I wonder if we've smoked that before, and if we did, what we thought of it.
Or if we did, and if it was something else.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, a similar blend under a different name.
Oh, I got you.
You know,
right?
You know how everything is.
We've tasted a
Lane
lot of
1Q.
tobaccos that taste like this.
Right.
This is not Lane 1Q. There's nothing.
Right.
There's no casing.
Right.
There's no real flavor here. Don't be talking. I know what you're saying.
Like everything,
A
all
lot
of the
of
house
store-
blends
yeah.
are the same stuff. So,
That's true.
all right. Anything else?
No, I think that's going to be it for this one. Again, reminder, International Corncob Pipe Month. There's stuff going on the Aristocob channel. There's a video contest.
Check it out. I'm going to be making my video probably today.
Yeah, please check that out and participate. Again, Tobacco Advent. Call out for that. And that's
Creepy
it.
mustaches.
And Creepy Mustaches. That's it. We'll see you again next week, and make it a great week.
Bye, guys.